Well, we're at our favorite place in the whole world, Quick Trip. All is right, finally in the world. After a trying summer, we are on the road, on our way to the West Coast. Let's go. There aren't that many routes to the west, so let's head northwest on Interstate 9094 and past sites we've seen numerous times, including the water parks of the famous Wisconsin Dells. There's the mighty Mississippi, and now we're in Minnesota looking for something to do. You know, I heard there's something called the Spam Museum in Austin, Minnesota. So before heading all the way to tonight's destination of Jackson, Minnesota, let's check it out. Hey there. Wow. Who knew there was a Spam Museum? First off, this place is free of charge, which is a big plus. And of course you get a crash course in the history of Spam, invented in 1937 by J. Hormel, son of Hormel Company founder George Hormel. Apparently Jay was looking for a way to sell unpopular pork shoulder. It's not clear whether Spam means spiced ham or special processed American meat. Either way, it has a long history, and we all know how Spam sustained the troops in World War II. And today there's more than just regular Spam, there's a huge variety of it. And at times they give out free samples, but not today. Hey, check this out. I forgot that Spam was also featured in Monty Python and the Holy Grail movie. That was a classic. Let's see how fast Pam is at packaging her own can of Spam. "21 seconds, not too shabby." She beat me by a second, and my package wasn't as pretty either. My favorite section was the Spam Around the World exhibit. Geez, Guam eats a lot of Spam, but then again, so does Hawaii, with an average of 5 cans per Hawaiian per year. That's a lot of Spam. Here's the gift shop with everything Spam, and you can even buy individual Spam slices for $3. I did, and I'll show you how that went later. Alright, I don't know if you can hear me in the wind, but in all honesty, the Spam Museum is pretty cool. It's free, it's small, so it doesn't take you very long, but it's actually pretty interesting. Who knew there were so many things made with Spam, and that even to this day, Spam is extremely popular. So anyway, seriously, if you're in Austin, Minnesota, or around there, check out the Spam Museum. You'll really like it. We did make it to our ultimate destination, Fort Belmont Harvest House in Jackson, Minnesota. We stayed there the year before as well. It's convenient on the way. And then I ate Spam. When Pam and I were at the Spam Museum, we bought a package of Spam. This thing probably lasts, I don't know, 100, 250 years? Something like that. I mean, it's like incredible. Probably not the healthiest for you. Fair amount of sodium, some fats. But you know what? Because I've never had Spam, I'm going to try it. Oh my God. That's what it looks like. So that's what Spam looks like. I'm gonna nuke this because I don't think I can eat it this way, and then I'm gonna try it. That's cooked Spam. Clearly doesn't look any different than uncooked Spam. All right, so it's not quite as bad as it looks. It does have a hint of ham flavor to it. And like salt. There are Korean beef flavor and other flavors. I think I'll have to try that. This was classic. This is what the poor guys in the army ate. But hey, it's not horrible. It's hard to start the day without a good cup of joe, so let's make some French press coffee and head out. So long, Jackson and the Fort Belmont Harvest Host. It's a bit difficult to tell western Minnesota from eastern South Dakota, that's for sure, except for the fact that South Dakota seems to have some pretty cool rest stops. Check this one out. They have these chapels where you can pray if you feel like it. Wayside chapels, they call them. Also, everywhere we look, we see these signs for the Firehouse Brewery in Rapid City. They even have fire engines to catch your attention. That's pretty cool, and I think it calls for a detour from our ultimate campsite destination of Leeds, South Dakota, which is just south of Deadwood. Check out our cozy parking spot in Rapid City, South Dakota. Pretty nice. Let's check it out. Oh, I see. Here's the winery. Apparently there's a winery and a brewery. We're going to check out the brewery. They own the whole block. Where? Oh yeah. That's really awesome. Oh, I see. It was a firehouse. It's a bit too nice out for us to be sitting indoors, so let's head out to their outdoor patio. For beer, we opted for the Smoke Jumper Stout and the Supermeister Wheat Ale. Both were just, okay. Rapid City seems like a pretty cool town that maybe I'll spend some time in someday, but not today. We gotta move on. Oh, rain. Well, at least it waited until we got in the car to start. And by the looks of it, it's going to be around a while, maybe all the way to our next destination. Heading into Sturgis! Well, when you're in the area, I feel like you have to check out Sturgis, and particularly the Full Throttle bar. Neither Pam nor I have ever been there. Jeez, I thought this place would be right in town. It's way out in the boondocks, and it's taking forever to get there in this driving rain. Finally, we made it. The parking lot itself is an ode to the motorcycle culture. And inside, more of the same. Yeah, it was a bit dark inside because they're really not that busy when there's no bikers around, but you walk in here and you know this place is different. Huge machining equipment is everywhere. This place is really cool. I can't imagine what it would be like during Biker Rally Week. We walked over from the bar to the distillery and were treated to the whole history of Full Throttle by one of the employees there who was so proud to work there. I wish I had gotten her name. Good night. You have a TV show?
Yeah, actually, well, we did. It was on YouTube now. Okay. It's on YouTube now. It was on True TV originally.
But you know, as much as I would like to be here during Rally Week, I think it would be really cool. I'm pretty sure I'm just not going to fit in. Yesterday we went hiking in Custer State Park, but that's a different video. Today we're headed over to Highway 14A at Cheyenne Crossing. This is also known as Spearfish Canyon Road, and we're going to check out the sights and specifically Roughneck Falls. The drive along the Spearfish River is fantastic. Reminds me somewhat of certain areas of Colorado or the mountains of Wyoming. Although I've been to Custer before, I've never been to this area and didn't realize how rugged it actually is. The hike to the falls starts by Spearfish Canyon Lodge. Look at all the side-by-sides. I've got my own. Maybe I should head out here sometime and check out the trails. The Roughneck Falls Trail is just my speed today. Flat and wide with no elevation gain, a few information plaques along the way, and some pretty nice scenery as well. Which is good because at this time of year the falls are, well, a bit underwhelming. This is more of a stroll than a hike, and it certainly isn't going to prepare me for the hike we found out about a bit later, one reserved mainly for locals and not on any public app like All Trails. That was an easy hike, less than 2 miles. Let's just hop back in the truck and head up the highway to Spearfish and just enjoy the scenery along the way, shall we? Apparently wildlife abounds along the Spearfish Canyon Highway. Refurbished loft. What the f is this person doing? Well, that was our introduction to Spearfish, and not wanting to chance any other crazy drivers, we ended up just parking the car and walking around. It was still early, before 11 o'clock, and nothing was really going on yet. We're in downtown Spearfish, just hanging out, checking it out. Not sure there's anything to see, but if there is, we'll see it. After walking around for a few minutes and finding a clock tower sort of thing designed and made by a local artist, some informational plaques, the old theater, and a bank turned into a bar, we did what any self-respecting Wisconsinite would do at 11 a.m. on Saturday. We found a brewery. She just unlocked it. Perfect timing. Hey, how you doing? Because it's never too early for a beer. So after a quick look around, we ordered a couple of beers, had some conversation with the bartenders, and that's when we found out about the secret hike. So there we were, just having a beer at 11 o'clock in the morning, talking to the bartenders, when the bartender said there's this great, really steep, crazy-ass hike in Spearfish Canyon. It's very short, but it's steep. And Pam said, we have to do that. So back we go, down Spearfish Canyon, or up, I'm not sure, to find this little hike and see if we can do it. We weren't planning on doing any type of 11th hour difficult hike before heading off to Deadwood, and we can't tell you where this is among the many gulches in Spearfish Canyon. You'll have to find a local at the Spearfish Brewery willing to tell you if you want to do the super short but super fun hike. This is so good. Let rock.
A little short on one end. This could be interesting going back down.
Yeah! Woo!
Did a short scramble up a crazy gulch to end up above the road. It's just insane.
After that hike, we drove about 30 minutes up the road to Deadwood. The thing on Pam's bucket list when we came out here was to make sure we got back to Custer State Park to do the Sunday Gulch Trail. We did that. My desire was to get into Deadwood. I've never been here before. Pam was here, what, 30 some years ago? So here we are in Deadwood. I'm not sure what I'm expecting from Deadwood, but a gaming casino called Mr. Woo's isn't exactly it. The street itself is pretty cool, paved in cobblestone, trolley cars, and a decor meant to replicate the Old West. And if you look at old pictures of Deadwood, you can certainly see geological markers within the current avenue, but really nothing of the old town remains, having been burned down by fire and, not surprisingly, ravaged by flash floods, given the topography. Let's stop at Wild Bill's, which is the location where Wild Bill was shot with the aces and eights hand, but that wasn't the name of the bar. It was called Saloon Number 10. The guy at the bar poured me a shot of whiskey from a bottle he bought at the bar, saying it's made the same way as it was in the 1800s. I don't know about that, or what it actually is, but it's light and pretty good. Across the street is the Number 10 Saloon, the name of the bar where Hickok was shot, but not the real location. It's confusing, to say the least. There was no reenactment in the street, but I did muscle my way past Wild Bill himself in the bar. He wasn't so tough, even said excuse me. Later he put on a little show, but our vantage point sucks, so we're heading to the cemetery to see Wild Bill and Calamity Jane's grave sites. So we're at Moriah Cemetery in Deadwood. We're going to see the graves of Wild Bill Hickok and Calamity Jane. You know, why do these famous Western characters feel the need to be buried on the side or on top of a big-ass hill? I mean, Buffalo Bill Cody did the same thing. It's incredible to get up there, and now you gotta walk your rear end up a pretty steep hill just to see a couple of graves. But here we are, walking up the hill. All right, so there is Wild Bill Hickok, and over there is Calamity Jane. His headstone looks really good. Hers looks like a freaking Calamity. They need to fix that. Poor Calamity. I mean, it's a nice memorial, but her headstone is kind of fallen. She needs a new one. Come on, guys. Well, that concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Next time we'll be traveling over the Beartooth Highway over to Yellowstone National Park for some exciting hikes. I hope you join us for that video as well. Until next time, everyone, cheers and carry on.